Hi guys, Rick Stevens here, doing my presentational speaking speech on nonverbal forms of communication. The topic I chose to talk about today is nonverbal forms of communication in hand gestures. There's many different types of gestures. We use gestures every day in our normal speech that we wouldn't even realize we do, such as me just doing that. Many people use things, we point for things, we reference things using our hands along with the speech. They co-occur with the speech. Although, however, there are times when people will use hand gestures that don't go along with the speech and they're not in sync. In 1992, McNeil did a study on hand gestures in Malaysia using speakers, and he found that of the 6 speakers he used, they all used the same types of hand gestures. There's 4 types of hand gestures. The first one being iconic, metaphoric, didactic, and beats. The first one, iconic, references gestures that are used to represent something. So if I'm talking to you about driving, I'm going to drive the car. There's no steering wheel in my hands, but by doing this, you know what I'm talking about. They represent an action and an object. The next one is metaphoric. These gestures are similar to iconic gestures, except they depict an abstract concept. So if I'm talking to you about something that is encompassing something, I'm using my hands. I'm encompassing everything. The gesture is to reference something or to describe something that we're doing. The second one, or the third one, excuse me, is didactic gestures, and they refer to things indicating or pointing. So if I talk about the here and now, or it's time to do something, I'm pointing, I'm gesturing, I'm referencing a certain something, a period in time, or what the case may be. The other one is beats. Beats are gestures that are rhythmic movements that have no semantic connections to speech, but they're accompanied rather than they're stressing a word. So if I say, this must happen today, if I'm talking to a group of people at work or giving direction, I'm emphasizing something, but I'm not referencing something particular as I was when we were driving. The 4 major characteristics of adult gestures, as McNeil outlined, gestures in speech often convey complementary aspects and an underlying message. Something interesting, he found that with right-handed speakers, a majority of the time, the right-handed speaker used their right hand first to gesture versus their left. In conclusion, hand gestures are forms of communication. Much like the words that we speak, we use them to convey something. If you're speaking to somebody who doesn't speak your language, you're more apt to use hand gestures along with your spoken language to try and get your point across and try and have them comprehend what you're saying. They're a speech aid, and they're absolutely needed in speaking, and trying to communicate. That's all I have today, and I hope you guys learned something. As rough as this speech was, I apologize. For some reason, this one made me a little nervous, but I hope everybody had a great day, and